Hello, and welcome to Art Snacks. One of the things we drew earlier, and we drawn in another lesson, was an insect. What we're going to draw today is like an insect, but it's a little bit different, and you can decide how once we get started. The first thing I'm going to draw with this creature that I'm drawing is kind of like a circle, but not quite. It's kind of flat. Kind of comes around like that. Okay? That's the first part I'm drawing. Right? Now from here it's going to get a little complicated. I'm going to keep my lines light in case I need to erase. I might come this way, okay, and this way. Now we're going to draw a couple of things. So we're going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here we're going to do 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 little things sticking up like this, see? Wow, it's getting kind of weird. Now from over here, we're going to draw 1, 2, 3 pieces. Then over here we're going to go draw 1, 2, 3. Over here 1, 2, 3. And back here, this, we're going to come up 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wow. Okay. On this side it's going to get interesting. So we're going to kind of take our time with this. We're going to go way down here. 1, 2, 3. One little piece like that. 4. Okay. This one's going to come out and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. This one's going another direction. I bet you know what it is by now. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is going to go kind of down. 1. We put some variety on the different ways these look so that they don't all do the same thing. 2, 3. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and start darkening up some of these legs on this, what is it? Spider, right? So we'll darken that up a little bit. Darken up that a little bit. Darken up that. Now, spider is like an insect in that it doesn't have a skeleton like we have. We have a skeleton on the inside of our body called an endoskeleton. These creatures, like spiders and insects, have a hard outer shell. They have a skeleton called an exoskeleton. Can you say that? Exoskeleton? There is a really kind of hard substance on the outside of their body that gives them sort of like a suit of armor. And inside they're all squishy. So if you step on one, you'll see it kind of squirts. Ew. That's because they have an exoskeleton. It's not like kind of like armor. So underneath here, you see there's kind of a hard part right here that protects the softest part of the spider. Is this part back here, the abdomen. And it is black in this spider because we're making a black widow. Ooh, now I'm not going to make this so dark that it, see, if I made it really dark, what would happen to the legs? So I'm going to make it dark on the edge. And I'm going to make it get lighter as it comes across. Lighter, 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 lighter. And I can make it dark over here too, but this particular spider has an hourglass shape on its belly like this. Hourglass shape on its belly. That's when you know. When you see the red hourglass shape on the belly of a spider, stay away from that spider. They like to stay in little secret places, behind things, under wood piles. Not so many in Kansas, but out in the south, in Texas and Arkansas, there's a lot. Now, I got a problem here. This leg was starting to blend in, so I'm making it darker. Okay? Now, I like to make the tips of those legs pointy, really pointy. It makes it look more and more spidery. Now, I got to tell you, there's a weird part of an arachnid. This is not an insect because it has how many legs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 legs. And it doesn't have the head, abdomen, thorax that an insect has. It has a combined head and thorax, and they call it a cephalothorax. I know it sounds weird. So you got an abdomen and a cephalothorax, and that's the head plus the thorax combined into one. Now, to make this more fun, let's do some web stuff here. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I always think of that when I start doing this. There's part of a web. I like to put each foot on part of a web. Keep these lines skinny so they don't kind of blend in with your other lines. It's okay to have a couple going across too. Looks like it's holding on. Now, one thing we haven't done, the finishing touch to make this spider nice and spidery, is these little hairs. You see them better when you see them up close, but they have little hairs on their legs. They need to shave. Little hairs. A lot more scary looking with the hairs on there. You don't have to make a million, but enough to kind of show that there are hairs on there. That leg has no hair. Okay, there's some hair. These are a little harder to see. There is our black widow spider. See you next time.